Hey, I'm ElusiveKev. Let's go. Welcome back to Supercross 2. Has Nando Alfonso. He's just running away with it at the moment. He is gaining on those top riders in the championship. But before he heads to St. Louis, he's got some training to do. So, should we do some scrubbing? Now, I always remember these being quite difficult to judge. So, that was not good. Only 2 stars. I keep forgetting it's auto gears as well. I don't need to be changing gears. Or crashing. So we've got a bit of a longer challenge here. So there you go. That should be perfect. Only excellent. Come on. Can't get much lower than that. What? It's off-road racing. We can't do some track extending. Madness. Once again, we still just get excellent. I don't understand how we can get much lower to get the perfect. Anyway, let's actually carry speed through this jump, should I say. There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect. That was only excellent. I'm gonna have to see what some of these judges are doing, judging these scores. Again, just excellent. The key is to get this one to be perfect. I don't know how, though. Is that it? There we go. Just have to scrub a bit earlier when we're in the jump process. Okay, now to get this one to be perfect. Oh, come on, that was. So now we need to work on the second one being perfect without crashing like an absolute idiot. Oh, come on. I think this is our final attempt. We have to accept this no matter what. Oh my god. So now let's do a challenge. He's got to be Anderson, hasn't it? Or Tomac. Tomac. That would be a good challenge. So we've got to beat the time of 1:19.6 then. Well, I can barely see where we have to go it. There's no. Got that wrong from the first freaking jump. There you go, that's perfect. Well, not perfect, but pretty good. There you go, that's how you carry momentum. Go flying towards the sun as well. Over the whoop section. What is it with him and falling? What are you doing, Nando? Trying to break your collarbone before these final set of races. For God's sake. He can definitely do this though. Well, he's not going to be close time-wise on this event, but one section he messed up. 2 sections he's messed up. No fault. Great end to the lap as well, that. Stay in a bite, Nando. What? Why did he fall there? What absolute hobgoblin. Oh my god, now you can't even use the mound. I can already tell St. Louis is going to be great for Nando. Like, he's on peak form at the moment. This training is anything to go by. There you go, get the massive scrubs out. At least he's got over this whoop section, that's about it. Again! What's about that corner? And losing his mind. Yeah, good scrub. Perfect. So you've had good 2, you know, practice laps. Now for the real thing. There you go, that's how you do that section. Just go a bit more speed in the first part. Now across the line for the attempt. Not the best start. But you can still make it up. See, that's good over that section. Now carry the speed. Didn't have to have the jump in, but okay. Whatever you want, Nando. There you go, massive scrub, perfectly landed. Into the whoop section. Do not fall. Hey, you didn't. Okay, speed off that mound. To this jump. Do not try and scrub this jump. Right over the whoops. And then attack this section. Not perfect. See, towards the line. No! Nando, you pleb. Doesn't deserve show time. Even if he got it right, he would have had a 120. Pathetic. But at least he gets to meet his fans. In a totally good headspace. Look at that, he's writing so frantically. He's just thinking, that damn Tomic. Anyway, he get to beat his arse now, won't he? Hello! You've unlocked new content. Greedy. A new butt patch and some Inferno boots. Not sure what Nando did to get those, as he's... I want to say, is that Robertson? No, it's not. Thought it's 94, not 914, as he gets the whole shot in its like in his first heat, or second heat, shall we say. As he came out on top in practice. 1 lap, 57.7. Let's see if he can be anywhere near that in the races. Looking good as well, boding well. For his race is able to do that. I wonder if that's why he's got the Inferno boots coming top in practice. For the first time, but this St. Louis circuit, do love it. It's very tricky, this first part. Feels like you should be getting a shovel out around some of these corners, trying to get some traction. And you've got some high burns as well. Bit of a whoop section. I mean, look at that. Great lip to it. Got some massive jumps as well to go over. Be careful with the tough blocks on the inside. And some speedy corners. And that's all in under a minute as well. Very fast, short circuit. As what are you doing, Nando? That's one way to lose 5 seconds. As he leaning comfortably over Seeley now, look. Right in his arse. So what? Come on, Nando, get your shovel out. He's battling with Seeley for the win here. Hey, trying to block him off. Seeley trying to do the cut back. One with those sharp elbows that Nando's got. Definitely can scrub over that jump if you nailed it like that. Then see just a soft top as well on this surface, or a bit of a softer top. Which lends itself to some sliding in the corners, so you're seeing why Nando's messed up a couple of corners already. Very tricky. That's a triple. Well done. Just gifting it to CD again, Nando. Can't be doing that in the main event. I don't know, you got a 57 now. As well, CD! Gifting it back. Nando set the traps. Obviously got caught in the quicksand. He's still second though, ahead of Weston. I don't understand that. Got Benny Bloss in third. Jason Anderson in fifth. That's why Anderson isn't making inroads in the top 5. There's Varna Ryder. I'm up there battling for the title along with Nando. Whoa, okay, Burn. You have a different way of going about things there. But just like Nando will survive going on stuff. Oh my god, where's the bike going? My god. How badly do you want to design your Burns milestone? Like, it isn't a spider climbing up a wall. Like, it's not just meant to cool up the burn. Like, you can actually use traction to launch out of it. I know it's a bit too much in the first Supercross, but come on. As Nando's now using the front wheel tricks to brake. Just showing off a bit. I don't know how he's still leading, because he's fallen, he's made 10 million mistakes in 5 laps. What? I have no idea how he crashed there either. There's nothing to indicate why he would crash there. The bike just launched itself like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. But he wins. How? As he's out of CD by 2.4 seconds, and Bloss, Anderson, Logan, Weston dropped down in the end to 6th. But he's through to the main event along with Vince Fries, Chad Reed, and Theodore Pauly as well. Malcolm Stewart, the star of Daytona, misses out. He has to go to the last chance qualifier along with Alex Ray, Adam as well. Justin Brayton and the Hondas. Honda's suffering in that heat. Let's see how many will be in the main event, and will be challenging right at the front. So let's rev it up alongside Pauly and Blake Baggett as the main event gets underway. And look at the KTM soar towards the first corner, but despite a massive bump on the inside on this side, Nando's got the whole shot. Joshua Grant, the red plate in 7th. Oh! Baggett lands on Nando. What the hell was that from the KTM star? Obviously not a big fan of Nando, but still. Don't have to try and rip his head off on the first lap. As he stuck battling with Cole Seeley again, is Nando on the edge of the top 10. As well, someone down in front. Nando to the inside, just about. Is that Benny? Giving the sharp elbows. Holds on in 7th as Marvin behind in 9th. Got Joshua Grant in the top 5. It's Nando going round the outside of Benny. That's what we love about these big burns, he can do that. As well, lots of people trapped in the quicksand. And Nando up to 3rd. In the blink of an eye. As he's chasing down Weston. Got Justin Barsha leading on his Yamaha. Got Cooper Webb in 5th. So he goes Nando flying over the top. See, that's how you're meant to nail that triple. And there's a 57 immediately. Oh, he means business in his main event. Cutting out those mistakes from the heat racers already. It's Justin. Need a hand there, mate. As Nando goes into the lead. Oh, takes down the 4 tough blocks. As it elbow rob. All in a night's work. There's Ono leaning way too far back. Don't know how he's still upright. I mean, when he falls because he just stares at a jump, he expects it every jump. So there we go, just about getting into that rhythm. There's all Barsha coming back. But they both hit the triple. Oh, Nando with that momentum, look at that boost he gets in that rhythm section. Into the 59, Joshua Grant still holding on to a top 5. Not sure he'll actually be leading the championship. It'll be very close between Nando and Grant after this. Benny Bloss, what a star. It was Malcolm Stewart last time. Benny this time in 4th. Joining some VIP treatment in the front runners for once. So that's a bit close again. So he's pulled away from Barsha. 4 seconds the lead for Nando. Oh, that is how you nail the room section to the end. Oh, and he's nailed the triple again. Just loving it. So much so, he's doing 56s now. Cole Steady still outside the top 10. They bag it down there in 18. Jason Anderson in last. With Malcolm Stewart right at the back. The Husqvarna rider. Struggling. Who would have had that down? There you go. Sacrifice 1 jump for the big jump. That's what you got to do. Small make big. Don't want to make big make small. I'm sure that's going to be on a t-shirt soon. One of those phrases. Has 7 seconds of lead now. Absolutely flying towards the halfway mark of this race. And a 56, almost into the 55s. There's Marvin just about in the top. Oh my god, where are you going, Nando? That's a different route. Oh, you're allowed to do that. Okay. There's Justin Brayton in 4th. What? Where's Justin Brayton come from? Where'd the Hondas come from? They were nowhere in the heat. Saving it. Sandbagging, of course. For the main event. No Grant in the top 5 then. No Grant within the vicinity. As we go into the second half of the race, complexion of the championship changes once again. Looking very good for Nando. Looking very good for Brayton as well. I know Benny Bloss back by. Grant down to 8th. Cooper Webb down to 11th. Maybe they've clashed. We haven't seen it, as going a bit of a different route from Nando, but gets away with it. You've just seen how many different ways you can take those corners. Let's get out of the way, tough blocks. 16 seconds to lead. I'm sure he's not going to be crying to sleep about that mistake, Nando. No, a bit sloppy. As long as it doesn't become the norm in this second half of this race. It's a crowd trying to cheer in stilted animations. And I can't believe they got the whole crowd to do that all together as well. That's amazing. It's like when they try and do a Mexican wave at events. Like, there's a few who join in, but then the rest are just like, yeah, can't be lost. It's only during like a rain break or something where there's a massive delay, it really comes together as 17. So they've gone outside the top 10. He's crumbling. Here's Joshua Grant as this race goes. Oh, Nando. Stop showing off, mate. Alright. Get back on the bike. Enough of this. You've had your lead cut in half briefly. Back up to 14.5 seconds somehow. I don't know how you made up 7 seconds in a couple of corners, but well, it's going your way. It's going your way, baby. Benny Bloss still in the top 5 though. Absolutely amazing performance. So there you go, that's how you do it. Into that final jump. Nice triple. Nice that back on form from Nando. Well, I say back on form, it's a 59 as Dean Wilson stuck into the top 10. Eli Tomic in 6th. Nando's greatest rival now, I think. Dean Wilson and himself. Actually, no, himself is probably still right up there. That's 22 seconds to the lead. No challenge here in St. Louis. Nando full of confidence. No one can cope with him. Not even Nando. Or his fans, really. You know, the ego is just massive. He's just out of control at the moment. Like, he's just looking at himself in the mirror for warm-up. Like, instead of actually going on the bike, he's got to make sure his hair is all correct. As you saw, he just showed off in the heat. Still won. There we go, 58, getting back to normality. So is Grant as well, back into the top 10 behind Dean Wilson. Best of luck to Grant, he's trying to survive that. Benny Bloss in fourth though. Brayton into the podium places. Justin Barsh, who's sat in second so long. They might as well name it after him this race. And he's coming under threat from fellow Justin now. Could the Justin Alliance be about to break? There's the crowd going. Look at the crowd sounds. It's like a freaking game show or something. Like, oh, has he won the big prize? Oh no, he hasn't. He's just wiped out. Once again, Nando going the scenic route. Love that in the background. He's got Marvin up to 17. Wilson up to 6th now. I think that was. What the hell is he doing up there? Low son of Jason Anderson still at MIA. In the main event in St. Louis. Reward will be put out if you can find him. Not by Nando, it'll be someone else, but someone will reward you. And Justin Brayton up to second now. The Honda conceit is complete. Thought they were slow round here. He's even like 5 seconds ahead of Barsh already. Let's go to the final lap here. There we go, 57, finally back on form. So, Tomic in 7th, Wilson in 6th, Muskin in 8th. Has got some good battling going on in front. I thought it would be lapping people now, no, but thanks to him being a bit silly, doesn't look like it. Looks like they will just about be able to do all of the laps here. Look how big that jump was. Maybe could have scrubbed to the crowd there, Nando. Nah, it's all about him and winning. Don't care about that. Because he leads by like half a lap. Could have given him something. Just a tiny bit, Nando. Isn't it? It's like the Scragglers, yeah, just survive. He goes across the line, does that 55 as well. Nando won by 30 seconds after 12 laps with Benny in 3rd on the KTM. The star of St. Louis has Justin Barsh just fell apart in the last couple of laps, down to 4th in the end, ahead of fellow Suzuki Western. Double Suzuki in the top 5, that's pretty rare. You've got Dean Wilson in 6th for top Husqvarna, ahead of Vince Friese. Nino Atomic, Marvin ahead of Blake Baggett. Good comeback into the top 10 of the Cole Seeley. And Trickle, Joshua Grant down in 13th, just ahead of Jason Anderson. And Cooper Webb down there, Jared Reed as well. Some big names struggling here on the soft surface.
What a great battle. They fought bar to bar for the glory that comes with winning a Monster Energy Supercross.
So in the championship, we got a new leader. It is Nando with his 4th win of the season. 8 points ahead of Muskin, with Grant dropping a couple of places. 11 points back now. Same for Anderson, 13 points back now. And Tomic still clinging on. Same for Baggett and Trickle. Reed. Could even go down to Brayton. He's clawing himself into the wreck. 49 points back. Probably a bit too much, but can never rule it out. Never know. There could be some collapses. And then Justin Barsha, just 60 points separate the top 10. And then Dean Wilson up to 11th. Ahead of Cole Seeley. There's Benny Bloors only up 1 place. Ahead of Cooper Webb. What the hell? And Malcolm Stewart up to 19th. Ahead of Adam as well. You got Ryder Strom up to 31st. The usual non-scorers. So what an event. Nando absolutely creamed the opposition. Maybe it should be terrible in training and practice normally then, as we head back to that. Can't believe that result. And yeah, just do some more training. Just train as hard as he can before we head to Indy for round 12 of the season. Can Nando make it a 5th win of the season and really put a stranglehold on the championship? So for watching, we'll find out next time.